it's Fluffy Show with another video. This one is about making birthday presents for my friend and for my mom. I've already started on both projects because I didn't feel like filming, but I felt like crocheting. So I started working on a top for my friend. It's similar to the top I just made in my last video for myself. This is how much I've gotten done so far. One half of the front panel, back panel, front panel. Gotta do the second front panel and then add the sleeves and then it'll be done. So it's mostly complete. I'm using this yarn. It's nice. It feels like lots of little threads, so it does have these little small loops sometimes that I don't like, but other than that, pretty good yarn. It's cotton and bamboo, so it feels nice. I hope she likes it. I hope it's breathable for her. Can't wait to finish that. And then so far that project has used 3 skeins of yarn. I have 6, I think, so we'll see how much I need. I don't know if I'll need 2 or 3 to finish it, but because I was like, oh, it only took 3 to do it, but then I forgot that I have to do the sleeves. So I think I'll end up using all of the yarn. And then I'm using the black to work on my mom's project, and I'm also using this thread to go along with it. And I really just started, so this is all I've got so far. And I mean, look at that, it's so shiny. I really didn't think the thread would make such a big difference when I was doing the chain. So it's like I can barely see the thread, but yeah, these two together, it's looking real pretty, and that's exactly what I wanted. I was thinking about getting sequence yarn, so I'm glad I used that instead. And then this is the inspiration for the top. And as you can see, this is the same person that I made the purple, not purple, the pink and white cardigan based off of that. And I saw this engagement top and I was like, that she made, and I was like, oh my gosh, my mom would look so good in a top similar. So I was like, that's what I'm trying to do right now, is the top part. I'm not gonna go into all these details, like she did a lot on this top, but I do want like the overall shape of it. It's a really lovely top. And then this is how the back looks, right? It's so beautiful. So like, that's why I ended up getting ribbon and this thread. So quick little check-in. I finished 2 of these, which obviously I knew, which is why I tried to buy a bunch of it, because these are only 38.2 yards, which is why I try to get so much. So I only have 2 more, and I haven't even, like, each of these is 137, so it's like there's 100 yards of each yarn left, more than likely. This is what I've got so far. I think that it's coming together nicely, but alas, I must tie on more of the glitter to each side. So yeah, right now I got 2 balls attached to each side, so that should keep it in order. It's so pretty. Like, look at that. I am gonna align it. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of sewing involved with this project. I gotta align it, add the ribbon at the bottom. Like, I kind of want to be done with the crocheting part today, but I'm like, this is not a lot. So I'm like, I will finish. I don't have enough thread to finish it today, is how I feel. So I'm like, I'll have to go somewhere and get somewhere tomorrow, which is like so irritating because I'm like so excited to get this done. I'm like, it's a halter top, so it's like I just need the main body of the bottom to be done. That irritates me so much. I'm like, Why did they not have it in stock? Because I'm like, online it was like, yeah, they have 4 of this, 5 of that. And then I also just checked Joann's website. They have one that has 200 yards, 220 yards for $3. And I'm like, wow. But the only issue is that one you'd have to have it shipped, and their shipping is $9. I don't need anything else from Joann, so I'm like, I'm gonna have to find a local fabric store or something to get the rest of this. But I'm annoyed, but I shall continue, and wherever I end tonight, you'll see. Little update, I have ran out of thread. I have used all 4. So it is what it is, and this is all I've gotten so far. Goes right under my arm. Later I plan to just sew these two, like the middle together. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And I'm like, I really want to finish, but because the crocheting's the easy part. The sewing on all the stuff is where things are gonna get like complicated, but those finer details is what's gonna make it look even better. So I'm like, I'd love to keep working on this. It is getting late, but I am gonna move on to my next project, which is the birthday gift from my friend I showed you earlier. I think I'm just gonna add on another skein of yarn, start the second panel, and move on from there. Hi, so after many days, what feels like forever, of not being able to finish working on my mom's birthday project, I finally think I'll be able to today. So, yesterday, I went to a dollar store, saw some thread, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I want, but it's in a pack that has multiple colors. And I was like, I don't need the other colors. I just need one color, but I need a lot of the one color. So I was like, I'll have to buy a bunch of packs to get what I need, right? And then I was like, okay, I did call a fabric store locally and they said they had silver thread. So I was like, okay, I'll just go over there. I drove all the way over there. It's in a part of town that I don't like driving because you can never find parking, and just a hassle, just lots of traffic, not fun at all. So drove over there. The silver thread was not sparkly. It was just, it didn't even really look silver. It looked more gray than silver to me, and like not even like a shiny silver, like a dark muted silver. So I didn't like that, so I didn't even waste my time buying it, even though they had a whole bunch of it. Went to another dollar store because it didn't make sense. Well, based on where I was going to the gym after, so it didn't make sense to go back to the first dollar store that yesterday. So I went to a different one. I was hoping to find, you know, a similar pack of thread, and unfortunately they had a lot of similar things to the other store, but just not the one not the shiny silver thread, the sparkly glitter thread. So I was like, dang, this sucks. But today I went back to the first dollar store and I got it. This is the one I need, and look at all these other colors I didn't need. But this packaging has no details, so I don't know how much one of these has. And I'm like, looking at it, it doesn't really look like a lot at all. So I bought the entire stock that the store had. I bought 8 of them. And so now I'll have a whole bunch of all these other ones. Thinking about using the black one to sew on the some beads and like other little detailing things. So I'm like, at least I could use the black. The rest of them, I'm like, I guess I'll have to find another project to spice up, pizzazz. But yeah, I'm hoping it'll be enough. Let me go get the top and give you a quick look at where I left off. So this is the top. This is how much I've gotten so far. This like just, it's like so weird to like put it up because it's like it just barely if I got that right. Yeah, it just barely goes under the armpit. So there's still a long ways to go. So that's why I was like so desperate to get glitter thread. And most of Michael's close to me don't have it, so that sucked. And then the one that Joann's had online is out of stock. Like literally the day after I looked at the website, it was out of stock. I was like, okay, that sucks. So yeah, now I'm gonna work on this, and I'm so happy I finally can work on it, because the crocheting part is the easy part. It's the bedazzling and shaping and all that other stuff to make it look elaborate and close to the inspiration. That's gonna be a lot of work, which is why I'm like, I want to get the crocheting part done, because it's literally just, you know. And then I don't know how I want to connect the two sides yet. I'm like, a part of me wants to sew it, a part of me wants to like crochet attach them with the same V-stitch, but we'll see how that goes. I'll let you know what I decide to do when I do it correctly, because there's a lot of times I'll do stuff and I don't like it, I'll undo it, I don't like it, I'll undo it, and then if I feel like filming, I'll show you after I've fixed it. So try to get better at showing the process, but it's a long process. I don't like filming every little detail. So far the process has not been fun working with this new thread. It's super okay. Well, first complaint is, I don't know if it's super visible. I guess it's not super. Yes, it is. You can see it right there. The one that I started with was a lot thicker. This is just literally a thread. Like, it's so thin. And I'm not gonna double layer it because I've only done, 3 rows? Not even. But about to do 3 rows and it's almost finished. One is almost finished. So it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna get a lot out of it. So it's a little bit, it's pretty noticeable, but as long as it has that shimmery look and it also match the other side, like they'll both look like that, so it'll just look like it's somewhat intentional. And then look at this tangled mess. How that happened, I don't know. It's literally, I'm pulling the thread from here and I'm not pulling more than I need at a time, but it's like it got tangled on itself, like just looped around itself in a weird way. I'm gonna try. It hasn't been super difficult trying to detangle it, but it's annoying. So I finished one of these and I got about 4 rows done, and it's starting to reach the length that it needs to be, and I'm like, oh, haha, funny, I have 7 more. So most definitely didn't need to buy that many, but I didn't know how much was on here. Like, it didn't look like it was a lot. So now my brain is like, well, I don't know if it's as visible or as noticeable on camera. It is like super shiny, not as shiny. My brain is like, you have so much double-stranded. That's what I really want to do. The only issue is undoing this, because you saw how tangled it was. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to undo this, but I'm like, so I'm planning to try it on this side, and hopefully they don't get tangled, and if they do, I will deal with it. But yeah, I'm just disappointed I bought so much just to come to find out, like, did I really need that much? Like, it's a bit. I still need to do a few, like, I'd say maybe 3, maybe 2 to 3 more rows on this. She's a little shorter than me, so maybe, because the other thing is there's also gonna be in rows that are like just double or single, I don't know what crochet, but solid rows. So I'm like, okay, I'm just disappointed. I'm like, it's still kind of pretty, but it's like individually, but together you just see the difference. It just looks like this is much darker. So we'll see. Okay, so I'm trying it on. This part isn't quite the shape that I wanted. I was hoping there would be more space to create the shape, but I think this shape is fine. I think it's cute. You know, this looks so cute. Now, back it just a little bit. It is feeling, hold on, let me see. Ugh, pull up my tights. Belly button's right here. It's a bit shorter than my belly button and almost ties around the back. So I'm tempted to add maybe just one more row of this V-stitch and then go into making the band. And I'm so excited. I also decided I am not going to, so I did do the two strands on this side, so you can see that it's like a lot shinier than, can you notice? It's not that noticeable, to be honest, which is why I'm not gonna undo this side and do 2-strand twist. And I also seamed it up the middle with a single crochet. Oh yeah, single crochet. So, and I like it. I think it looks fine like that, especially because there's gonna be a lining under it. So unlike how you could see all this pink through it, it's gonna be black fabric, so it'll be perfectly fine. So I'm excited that I've gotten so much progress done so far, so I'm gonna continue. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add just one more of these rows, and then if anything, the band, I'm just really hoping that I make it long enough. That's my problem. Like, maybe I should make it a bit longer. Because my theory was like you put like a nice little skirt or something under it. But I'm like, yeah, maybe I should make it a bit longer. So actually, I think I'm gonna add maybe 4 more rows. Like, those 4 rows look like 4 rows is of this thick. So, oh, hold on. So let's try that again. This thick. So, yeah. My finger measurements says it. Back for another check-in. I know I'm doing so good with the check-ins on this one. I only added 2 more rows because one of my black skeins finished. So my plan is, it's not like super long. Like, it feels like it's at my belly button. So I'm like, I'm just gonna start adding the oh, and also these 2 sides, if you stretch them really good, they connect in the back. And the point is there's gonna be a button and other stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. We're at a decent point. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start adding my solid band row. So that's, let me get my phone so I can really show you the reference picture so you know what I'm talking about. Screenshots. So you see how at the bottom there's this band. Now in hers, she obviously has the gold is ribbon and whatnot, but there's this, I think in the reel, if you watch the reel, there's her process reel. It's a band of single crochets or how double crochet, whatever. It's a band. So that's where you sew on the ribbon and beads and all this stuff. So I'm gonna create that row. I think I want to do like maybe 5. Yeah, I think maybe 5 rows. If I do double crochet, we'll see. I was gonna say until this skein runs out, but it's pretty empty, so I'm gonna have to go grab another skein real quick. So far, oh, I've only been working with the 2 skeins, so yeah, I'll be moving on to my 3rd once that one's done. And I have 6 skeins, so I could probably use the other 2 to do something else, but not a part of this project. But I'm so excited to almost be done with the crochet part of this because I just know sewing, it's gonna be a lot. Like sewing the lining. How I plan to do is I plan to leave this part with nothing because it's like you're not really revealing anything, and just add the lining to start right here and right here and then all the way down. So should be great. Looking forward to it. Oh, and I've just been attaching this to my neck so I could like get an idea of how it fits with a stitch marker for now, because I don't have buttons. Now that I realize, well, I have lots of buttons in my collection. I don't have buttons for this project. Like this needs a nice button. It doesn't need the boring buttons that I put on cardigans. It needs a nice button. So I haven't seen any. There's no good one at Michael's, and also the ones at Michael's, they come in these big packs, and it's like even if there was one good button in a big pack, I don't want to buy that big pack. And Joann's has a lot of cool like little buttons, but we'll see if I make it over there, because I do need to go to Hobby Lobby to get some yarn for a custom order. So maybe if it's somewhat in the similar area, maybe I'll head over to the Joann and look at their buttons. But since I'm also going to Hobby Lobby, I can just look at the buttons at Hobby Lobby. Yeah, maybe I'll go tomorrow, but I didn't get gas today, so I'm like, I don't know. We'll see. Hey, so I'm giving a quick little check-in on the progress of both outfits. We'll just start with the one that's closest to me. So this is my friend's top that I'm making, and I'm starting on the sleeves. As you can see, I finished both of the front panels and their ties. So working on the sleeve, doing the V-stitch for it on this cake. I don't think I've started a new cake. Yeah. So once I'm finished with this, I'm gonna start on a new cake. But yeah, that's the progress so far with this. And then this is my mom's birthday top. Oh yeah, birthday gift that I'm also making. I sewed in some lining. I did indeed cut it too short, because originally the idea was that this was supposed to meet the bottom right here, but as you can see, it's too short. So all that matters is that the places that needed to be covered up are covered up, so I'm fine with that. And I did hand sew all the way the perimeter, and then for down here I did use my little machine, which was quite difficult. Kept making mistakes. I don't really know how to sew. Don't really know how to work those machines. Haven't used a tutorial in a while, so it's whatever. And then I started sewing this lace, this ribbon on, and got all the way around and realized I also cut this too short. But I'm like, I literally held the ribbon from one end to the other, but I guess because it's curvy, whatever. So I ended up stopping here, and I'm like, well, it won't be too hard to just cut another piece of lace and sew it on later. But as you see, this part is done. And then you get right here, and I need to finish. And the reason I stopped is because I'm using this plastic thread thing that came with the sparkly silver ones. And while I was pulling it through, it snapped, and I just got upset, and I was like, so much is not going the way that I wanted that I'm just gonna take a break and we'll start working on this one again. Hi, so I am coming to you with a haul because I got some more stuff from my mom's birthday top, and also I may or may not be starting over. See if I could do it better. Yeah. So let's start with the small stuff since it's right in front of me. I got some buttons. These buttons, I think I have a I also got yarn for a custom order. These buttons are to go with that custom order. Yeah, those ones are the ones I clicked to go with it. Ooh, yeah, I got a lot of stuff. So I also got these buttons. Oh, all this stuff came from Hobby Lobby, by the way. So I also got these buttons. I like them. They're really pretty. I don't know if I'm gonna put them on this project for my mom or for something else yet. But I did also get these buttons with the idea of putting them on the project for my mom since it's a black themed project. And then the last thing I got for it, which is the thing I'm most excited about, is this lace. I got 3 yards of it. It was just so pretty. I'm like, it's way better than the ribbon that, oh, let me just grab it. I think that it's just a bit more dramatic than this ribbon. Like, come on now. Like, and I know my mom. She'll love this. So yeah, this might just be a prototype I keep for myself, especially considering all the work that I already put into this. Somebody's gonna wear it, and if it's me, it's me, you know, have matching tops. So yeah, I haven't done anything extra to it. I still haven't finished even sewing this on, as you could see. So yeah, also, now that I'm like really looking at it in the camera, it doesn't stand out at all. Like, just blends in too much. But this, if you had slapped this on the bottom, look, that stands out. Yeah, so gonna be restarting, see how that goes. I also was really interested in a light up crochet hook, and they were selling them individually, which is not the one I was thinking about getting, but I was like, okay, well, I got a 4.5 millimeter hook. I'm going to test it out, see if I like it, because the idea of crocheting in the dark does intrigue me. Also got some charms that I'm thinking about making some earrings with. So I got the earring clips, some breast cancer awareness ones, and also some hoops. So I thought I had gotten another charm. Did I? No, I didn't. So that's it for the small stuff. And then we got this bag filled with, oh, here's the other small thing. This poofy thing to go on the first hat I ever knitted, or maybe the second one that I ever knitted, because I also have more of this yarn, so I might try to knit it again and see if I can make less mistakes. For the most part, it looks pretty good, but yeah, so I might still put it on this one. But yeah, pretty excited about that little poofy thing. So I did say I want to start over my mom's top. I found this yarn at Hobby Lobby, and I was like, if I had known this yarn existed to begin with, I would have gotten this. Because I have used yarn like this before, but the black one that I have, which is a Red Heart brand, has, the one that I bought has black. It's, actually, I'll go check. But yeah, I got 2 skeins of that to make the top because, again, it doesn't need much I don't think so. Also, I want the measurements to be proper because remember that one, it was just a lot shorter than I anticipated. So I didn't like that. So I want to start over. So yeah. And then I just got 4 of each of these because this is for the custom order for the pink suit. My sister wants one, so take a look at that. Yeah. I got 4 of each color, white and soft pink. Yeah. And then I also got this because I'm like, if I had this from the beginning, I wouldn't have had to go through the trouble of buying all of this, because this working with this was a nightmare. I did not enjoy that at all, which is why even though I had more silver, I was like, I'm not gonna even touch the black yarn with that silver. So seeing this, I was like, oh, life's better, because I was just gonna buy thread from Hobby Lobby because I saw some, but that's a lot cheaper than buying thread. And then I just saw this and I didn't have to get this, but it has sequins in it, so I may not use it on this project, but the idea of having this so that I can use it on a future project is exciting. And this one was in the color black, which is funny because it's got the little thing in it, so the fact that it's called black is kind of crazy. I'm gonna go quickly check to see what the red heart yarn looks like again, because I really don't think it looks like that, or else I would have wasted a lot of time. But I'll double check, and then that's the end of the haul. Yeah, I knew I wasn't crazy. This is what the red heart yarn looks like. So yeah, the sparkles are black, so it's like it doesn't stand out the way that this one does, so that's why I wanted that one. And this one is also just called black. That's crazy. And then this is the Red Heart Super Saver Metallica. So yeah, and then this is the same I love this yarn metallic. So I'm going to start on this while I watch some shows, and I may check in to show you my progress, but it's gonna look pretty similar to the other one, so not a big deal. But I'm super excited. Alright, so I'm making good progress so far. I started one side. This side, I'll just tilt this down a little bit. And it's actually going in the direction that I want it properly this time. I'm like, yeah. And what I'll do is when I make the second side is I will crochet in here to make the shape more prominent. So as you can see, it's getting longer on this side. I stopped increasing over here. I'm going to keep increasing over on this side. I'm doing it differently than last time. Instead of doing every row, so it's like here there's an increase, did a few rows, and then an increase here, did a few rows, increase here, did a few rows. Well, then they got more consistent, but yeah, so it's coming out lovely. And look at it, it looks shiny. If only I had started, well, you have to make mistakes in order, when you're freehanding things, you gotta try again till you get it right. So I'm loving how this is coming out. I think I can finish the crochet piece tonight, honestly. This, I just need to get it significantly longer. Like maybe add another 10-20 rows to this, and then I'll be set with one side, and then I'll just do the other side. And I hope the sizing's right, because I'm like, this is going under here. Yeah, this meets at the middle of me. So I hope it's a good size. So we'll see once I actually start the other side, but that will be after I finish this side completely first. Another quick check-in. I finished the one side. I think it's a little longer than I want, but that's as easy as just doing 2 rows. But I'll only know once I reached the same part. I started the second side. I'm like, it's coming together. I will have to add like a lot to the chest area just to make sure that it's closed. We're not trying to show too much, so I gotta definitely crochet up more on the inside once I stitch them together. And nicely, the yarn on the first ball, which let me show you how empty they look. I just started the second one, so it's definitely enough yarn for the project, so I'm excited. I'm gonna continue. I think I'm gonna take a break to eat, and then I'm gonna continue because look at it, it's so pretty. So excited. The only reason I'm like I need to take off some length is because there's gonna be a band, so it's like that's like 2 inches, an inch, 2 inch worth of stitching right there. So it's like I don't need at least 2 rows of this, you know, like the last 2 rows should be where the band is. I'm like, she's also shorter than me, so I'm like, maybe I should even take off 3 rows. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take off 3 rows from this side. Whatever gets me back on this side, that's how many rows I'm gonna take off. And I'm gonna actually go eat, and then I'm gonna come back and work on this. And hopefully tonight I'll be able to show you me adding the band. And then definitely I'm not sewing anything tonight, but I could really like need to show you the vision. Like the vision just dropped it. Just having that as the band, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so pretty. She's going to love it for sure. I know her. So I can do another little check-in, you know. So it's a temp job. What's going on up here? Very temporary. But I attached one side, and yeah, it's definitely pulling this over where it needs to be. So I'm hoping once I do the other side, it'll, you know, pull it over. And then once I get a better idea of how it actually fits, I can finish working in here. In here, I ended up doing a row, like a whole round of the same V-stitch all the way around. So I'm thinking, yeah, I'll just continue doing that. But with this, it just feels so secure, and I'm just like, wow. So I can't wait to add to the other side. I literally, let me take this part, because like guys, I literally just stuck this through this hole. That's how I was holding it up around my neck. Anyway, so I literally just added a bunch of double crochets, and I like this thickness because yeah, it's gonna go right over it. And it's the perfect thickness. I'm getting excited. I'm more excited about this version of it than the other one, which is obviously if I spent more money and then didn't like the second version, it's like, are you gonna return that? Like, are you gonna wind up that yarn and return it? No. So I'm glad that I'm loving this second version. It just means that I'll keep the first version and just add the strap, finish summing it up, and then we'll have a matching outfit. Because this, I feel so secure. I'm like, yeah, that's what this needed. This just makes you feel like the front part. I was like, okay, great. So now when I put in the lining, it'll just make so much sense. Like, look at it. I'm so excited. I can't wait to show you when I'm like completely done. Like once I add that and everything, ooh, so excited, so excited. Guys, it's another day, another black turtleneck for work. Although this one has little thumb holes, so I love it a lot. But I'm working on the top, and are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah, that's it. Ow. That hurt my back. But yes, I added this to one side, and I'm like, it just looks so good. Like, oh my gosh, I'm really bad at keeping like holding on to secrets. So I'm like, because I'm just excited to show her. I'm like, I need to show somebody. I need the excitement. I need to share this excitement with somebody. So I'm about to sew on the other side, and I'm still contemplating if I want to do the bottom tonight. Like I don't know if I want to make any adjustments to the bottom. What I did do is this, I only sewed it on to the panel. Like I did where it attaches, it's not sewed on to that area. So if I decide I want to move it a little bit that way or more at this way, I have that freedom to still be able to do that. Like, yeah, I still have that freedom to be able to do that because this end hasn't been weaved in yet. So I'm like, it's just so exciting. I'm like, I'm really loving how it's coming to like this. This was the perfect lace to put on this project. I'm like, oh my gosh, it just elevated it to a whole new level. It also means I have there's less bead work for me to do because I was planning to sew on some beads and whatnot when I was using that other lace. So thank goodness, because sewing just this on is already too much work. So I'm about to go do this side. Like, ugh, I cannot wait. I'm like, ugh, so excited. But yeah, so what I'm thinking is, I'm like, this is pretty thick, so what I might do is add a third row of double crochet down here and just tie back on my yarn and start crocheting, because it's a bit like, I don't want it to be on the V-stitches. And also another reason I don't want to sew the bottom part on is because I need to sew the lining in, and I'd like to sew those together, like when I'm sewing the lining on the bottom, because this time I'm gonna measure properly. When I'm sewing the lining on the bottom, I want to be sewing that on at the same time. Like, I'm not sewing it twice, you know, not sewing this whole length twice. So yeah, so I'm gonna sew the other side on, and then I'll probably just add that third row tonight and then stop right there. It is the 6th, so I still have like, I think a full week. I think I have 1 week. Let's see. Yeah, I have 1 week. Her birthday's next Friday, so I have tomorrow will make officially 1 week till her birthday. So I think there's not that much left to do on the project. Just the sewing stuff and crocheting 1 row. Like, if it takes me a whole week to do that, then I got bigger problems, I think. Okay, so this is the top. Don't mind the shorts. I am filming TikToks. But anyway, this is the top. So this is the front. You can see a little glitter down here. And then this is the back. So shiny. Yeah. I'm super excited to give it to her. I just gotta finish off. Oh, okay, yeah, I was like, why are so see-through? But obviously the lining starts over here and not up here. But I'm so excited to give it to her. I just need to fix the button, like actually put the buttons on up here. Fix this side so that there's actually small enough holes where the buttons won't fall out. And then weave in my ends and I'll be done. yeah, I'll be done with this project. Bye. Hey guys, so right now I'm back on my birthday gift baking concept, and I'm making a little keychain for my friend. I'm gonna show you all the stuff that I have, and I don't know exactly how it's gonna come out yet, but when it's finished you'll see. I'm gonna show you the setup, and then I'm gonna show you the final product. Hopefully it's cute. What I do plan to do is I plan to add so this is gonna be a hardware piece I'm about to make, and then I'm gonna add a crochet daisy, just a little small one, so that it's like, you know, cute, and making a nice cute little keychain. Okay, so this is all this, well, most of the stuff that I have. So I have letters. I'm gonna use these letters because, where are they? I think they're in here. These letters, over time, they change color, and I don't like that. So I have a bunch of like different flowers in this one, these letters, and then I have these smaller beads. I have the gold pieces, and then I have the silver ones. These are like gold things. I can go at the charms, I think, at the bottom. I don't think I have any silver charms at all. Then I have these beads. I really love the stars. They're my favorite to use out of this pack. And then I have little lobster, different silver lobster claws. And oh, you can also see that there's the small gold lobster claws. This is where these came, those lobster claws came out of. So I have that, and then I have these beads, and these beads, and also these beads, which are super pretty, but they're also like way heavier than all the other ones. So I am going to make what I make with some of this stuff. So I'm gonna pick out her letters and then figure out the other design. I did decide I'm gonna do the gold one so that I could use the charms. I'm thinking about using this seashell. It was just calling to me, something about adding that to the end of the charm. Alright, so I finished the keychain. Ta-da! Well, like, and I added the little seashell that I told you I was gonna add. Oh, first thing I was like, oh no, I put the letters on backwards, but that's just the camera. So yeah, you know, cute little. This is a class from a keychain I had that broke. I can't find my other, like, I bought a bunch of those big keychain lobster claws. I have no where they are. They're supposed to be right here in my yarn cart. I don't see them, so I had to improvise in terms of the gold hardware, because I saw some of the silver ones, but it is what it is. And this is the headband. This is how much progress I have so far. I think it's a little over halfway done. So I'm just gonna try and quickly finish this up. It's made of just single crochets. There's no pattern. Freehanded it. Just started with some single crochet, right? Yeah, because I felt so stretchy. I was like, is it double crochet? No, single crochets. And then I did an increase of 2 at one point, and then another increase of 2, and then the rest is this length. So then eventually, when I feel like this part has gotten to the right like area, like it needs a couple more rows before I'm like, okay, I can start the decreases, because I wanted to tie in the back comfortably. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna work on right now. That shouldn't take too long. Like, it shouldn't take too long, especially since I did most of the work already. I just literally just need to finish it. Like, it's kind of crazy how crochet works. Like, you just get inspiration to do certain things, and it's like, this project, I was working on it, and then I got home and immediately put it down and started another project because I was like, I want to make that project right now. So that's how the cookie crumbles. I'm going to keep working at this. Probably gonna eat some Pringles, watch some more YouTube, and then when I'm finished with this, I don't know if I want to show a clip tonight of all the stuff for her, and then, or just wait to show you both her stuff and my mom's stuff, and then if I decide to make anything else. So I think I'll wait. So you'll see in the next clip, hopefully, you'll see everything that I made for this video, or an update. Maybe I decide to make something else, because there's definitely lots of yarn and different things I could make. So I'll let you know. Bye bye. Okay, as you can tell, I finished the headband and I really like it. I'm like, I really don't like when my hair is in my face, so it like pushes it back nicely. I do have this headband. I have this in black and I have it in red. I saw Cameron make it and I was like, oh, I could make that. Made it. 2 of them. I used those more than I thought. But this one, yeah, I'm gonna make myself one, and I need to cut it and weave in my end. This is how much yarn is left, and I'm like, there's really nothing to do with this. So I might use that and some of the black to make it a little accessory to do something with the black. I don't know, maybe make a hat or something, like, but that's not something to deal with right now. But I'm thinking maybe to use this pink, since I only have one skein of it, but at the same time, it's not really gonna make that much. Like, it doesn't take that much yarn. So I'm also like, I have a few little cakes I could use. Oh, I guess this is the time to talk about this yarn. I was so sad because I bought this yarn in Barbados in 2 colors. What's the other one? Is this it? Yeah, I got it. Hold on. Oh, dropped the cake. Oh no. Okay, I don't know what was hooking it. So I bought these 2 colors, and the reason I bought these yarn in Barbados is because I thought that it was milk cotton yarn, and I was like, oh, you know, milk cotton, it's cool. It says milk cotton right there, but then it says 100% acrylic right here. Why did my eyes only fixate on this for months? And I was like, oh, you know, feels pretty decent. Like, for when I felt all the other cotton yarn in the store, I was like, yeah, this feels pretty good. This is nice. And then recently, when I was just like looking at my shelf, I saw acrylic and I was like, how did I not see that when I was buying it? Like, if I saw that, I wouldn't have bought these because I don't need acrylic yarn. I mean, I guess also it was a different brand. So I was like trying to find yarn that I wouldn't be able to find in the US, basically, was the goal, even though this yarn's made in Canada. So but anyway, yeah, could use one of these to make the headband as well, because I also was thinking maybe to make a sea turtle with this, but not really into making amigurumi. But anyway, the headband is finished. I might also make mine in white. I have a whole bunch of Karen Simply Soft in the color white. Could you definitely use that. I have a whole bunch of Karen Simply Soft colors, so could really use any one of them. But yeah, I'm like, it just looks so good. But do I have the motivation to make one right now? Probably not, but maybe this week I will end up making one after I'm done with all my other projects. But yeah, that's the headbands. I'm very happy with it. I'm glad I made it. So yeah, I'll show you the two things that are on my table. The keychain and the headband. I hope she likes them and is able to use them. The most important thing is I'm like, she's moving to a new place, so I'm like, put this on your new house keys. And then the headband matches the top, so I'm like, got a little matching outfit, you know? Will be so cute. So yeah, that's it for tonight. I did like randomly come up with a thought to make like a little beaded ring, but I kind of lost interest in it just because I was like, one, I don't know if she really likes wearing rings. I like wearing rings, but I'm not making it for myself, so what's the point if she's not gonna wear it? So I'm like, I'd have to also learn how to make it, and if I do end up making it, it's not gonna be tonight. It's about to be 1 a.m. I'm going to go lay down and try and fall asleep for tomorrow. So that's that. Alright, so I'll see you guys probably tomorrow or Wednesday for an update about just showing you everything. That should be at the end of the video. Because I need to finish sewing on the buttons and all that for my mom's top. So after all that is done, that'll be the end of the video. So I hope you are liking and enjoying it so far. Hey guys, so today I'm gonna show you everything that I made in this video. So I'm gonna start with my mom's birthday shirt. So as you can see, it's complete. I added this cute button here because these ones were too small to keep this clasp latch. So I was like, okay, just put a bigger button. I'm glad I bought multiple sets of buttons. Hope you don't mind that I'm trying it on a black shirt, because I did try it on a white shirt already. So you should have seen this. This is just the final try on with the buttons sewed on properly. That's all this is. So dang, it's taking me so long just to button it up. Let me button the top one, and then I'm gonna back up and show you the full length. Turn around. So pretty, especially against black on black. So pretty. So pretty. I love it. I hope she loves it. I was about to say I'm gonna just put it in the bag, the birthday bag, but I can't seem to find it right now. So let's put that aside. And then for my friend, I made 3 things. I made this top. Oop. Okay. Made this top. It's just a tie top, like the other one. Oh, one thing I do need to mention is that I did add, as you can see right here, I did add some rows because I was like, I would like to use this yarn properly. So it's a little tie top. Oh, and I just put my fingers through these thumb holes instinctively, but you don't have to. And then I made the matching, wow, I guess I'll have to weave that in before I ship it off this week. I think I'm gonna mail it out tomorrow. So this is the matching headband, which you saw yesterday. Let me just do a quick little tie it down, even though it's not like how you would wear it, but I don't want to get it dirty with makeup. And then this cute keychain to match. So kind of look like a hippie right now with the way the headband is, but yeah. And this is the back. plain top. So yeah, and I'm gonna quickly show you how much yarn was left after I finished this and the headband. Give me a second. Okay, so that was all the things that I made in this video. I'm about to mail out the my friend's gifts tomorrow. Hopefully she'll get them by next Tuesday. And then my mom's top is ready for Friday. It's a Wednesday, so I got everything done just in time. And then this was how much yarn was left from my friend's top. After I made the headband, I was like, oh, let me make it a little longer. So I added a row of half double crochets and 2 rows of single crochet. I was gonna do a row of slip stitches, but it made it so tight and I was like, don't really want that. So yeah, so that's, oh, and you can see the inside, you can see that where I added the 2 rows. So, oh yeah, I guess I'll have to weave that little end in as well. So that's all I have to do is that one end that you saw sticking out, weave that in, package everything, and ship it off. I'm so excited. This was an amazing experience. Can't wait to get into my next video, which is a custom order. And I think, we'll see. That will be a surprise on how I do that video. But yeah, thank you for watching. Can't wait to for you to see my next video. I'm so excited. Again, this has been Fluffy Fro. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. You can comment a little flower if you made it to this part of the video to represent the keychain that I made. Have a great day, or have a great time. Bye!